Hey guys, welcome to my hero deck profile. When it comes to rogue decks, hero tends to be pretty popular, and with the constant support it's received over the years, it can be pretty formidable. I don't play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Or compete in local tournaments, but if I did, I'd probably be using this deck most of the time, even though newer decks and archetypes will outclass it. So let's get into the deck. First we have the monsters, and I'm going to put them into their different categories. For the Destiny Heroes, I'm running 3 Destiny Hero Malicious. If it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to summon a new copy from your deck. This guy is largely the reason why the semi-limit list exists, because he has spent by far the most time on it during his years of bouncing around the ban list. I think Hero is near or at the end of its prime, so maybe he should be left in peace at 3. Next, I'm running 1 Destiny Hero Celestial. When it attacks, you can target and destroy an opponent's face-up spell and burn them for 500. But that effect never comes up, as this card is solely used as a fusion material and for its second effect. If your hand is empty while Celestial is in the graveyard, you can banish it and another D hero to draw 2 cards. It is delayed, but it's basically a pot of greed. Next, I'm running 1 Destiny Hero Dasher. It can gain attack for the turn by tributing a different monster, and it switches into defense at the end of the battle phase after attacking. Like with Celestial, those effects don't get used either. It's only for being used in Fusion and its graveyard effects. While it's in the graveyard, you can one time only reveal and special summon a monster you draw. There are several monsters in Heroes that this effect can be used with. Next, I'm running 1 Destiny Hero Denier. If it's summoned, you can place a Destiny Hero from your deck, graveyard, or banishment on top of your deck. And if you have a different D hero on your field or in your graveyard, you can revive Denier, though that effect is once per duel. The main use I see this used for is resetting a Malicious, but the self-special summon is helpful for extra deck plays. The final main deck Destiny Hero is Destiny Hero Plasma. This is effectively a one-sided skill drain while on the field, as well as both a better and worse relinquished. Better as it doesn't have to absorb something to have stats, but worse as it only gains half the attack. This is one of the cards you want to try end on with a hero deck. For the Elemental Heroes, I'm running 3 Elemental Hero Stratos. When he's summoned, you can either pop back row, which I don't think anyone does, or search a hero monster. This is one of the core cards of Heroes, and I imagine the community celebrated when he came off the ban list. If only Konami had waited until then before releasing the Hero Strike structure deck. Next, I'm running 3 Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. This can revive a level 4 or lower hero monster when it's summoned, and if this card is sent to the graveyard or banished when being used for a fusion summon, you can draw 2 cards, then discard 1. Those effects are mutually exclusive, so you have to choose between them. Since Hero is a pretty heavy combo deck, it wouldn't be unheard of to completely deplete your hand, so getting some card draw is really helpful. Next, I'm running 2 Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. This can add a Masked Hero related quick play spell from deck to hand when it's special summoned, and if Shadow Mist is sent to the graveyard, it can search a hero like Stratos, though it cannot search itself. This is mainly how you get to Mask Change, and the search effect does not care how Shadow Mist is sent to the graveyard. Crash it, pop it, dump it, fuse it off, doesn't matter. Next, I'm running 1 Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. This can summon a level 4 or lower hero from your hand when it's normal summoned, which is great for setting up link plays, and if it's sent from the monster zone to the graveyard by a spell effect, which will typically be fusion, you can revive a hero from your graveyard in defense. But again, they're mutually exclusive. It's pretty decent, but you'll only really play 1. Next, I'm running 1 Elemental Hero Honest Neos. This can buff a hero monster by 2500 attack by discarding itself, or it can buff itself by discarding a hero monster. It's purely for battle, but it's a pretty big surprise when unexpected. Next, I'm running 1 Elemental Hero Spirits of Neos. It can be summoned from your hand in defense with battle immunity when your opponent attacks. If it's special summoned, you can search a polymerization or any back row that mentions the name of any Elemental Hero monster card. You can also put Spirits of Neos back into your deck and replace it with a vanilla E hero from your deck. It's a really good addition mostly to Elemental Heroes. Whether you play Standard Hero or Dedicated E hero, you cannot go without a copy of this. For the evil heroes, I'm only running the one, Evil Hero Adusted Gold. This can be discarded to search Dark Fusion, which no hero deck runs anyway, or any card that mentions it. It also has a battle restriction which never comes up as it never hits the field, not even in dedicated evil hero decks I don't believe. This only gets used for the evil hero fusions. Also kind of funny how it's an evil hero, yet it's light attributes. For the Vision Heroes, I'm running 3 Vision Hero Ferris. This can be special summoned from your hand by discarding a hero monster, which is great with Malicious. If it's summoned, you can put any Vision Hero from your deck into your back row, though it does lock you into only special summoning hero monsters. This is arguably the most important Vision Hero and never gets run at any less than 3. Next, I'm running 2 Vision Hero Increase. If you take any form of damage while it's in the graveyard, you can place it in your back row. Then, while it is in the back row, you can tribute a hero monster to summon Increase. This effect is shared among most of the main deck Vision Heroes. Increase's unique effects let you summon a level 4 or lower Vision Hero from your deck when Increase is summoned from the back row. It can't summon everything, but it does get another very important Vision Hero. Next, I'm running 2 Vision Hero Vion. If it's summoned, you can dump a hero monster from your deck. You can also banish a hero in your graveyard to search a polymerization. This is the other really important Vision Hero. You can set up Malicious or dump a specific hero for fusion plays. It also makes poly more accessible. The final main deck monsters are 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Stable hand trap. Always run it. Moving to the spells, I'm running 3 E Emergency Call. This searches any elemental hero, a key spell card, and the only one of the hero spells that is actively run. Next, I'm running 2 Fusion Destiny. If Fusion summons a Destiny hero fusion using materials from your hand or deck, but that fusion then blows up during your next end phase, and you're locked into only special summoning dark heroes. That last part is basically irrelevant as most of the heroes in the deck are dark. And the self-destruction doesn't really matter because Destiny is typically used to summon a specific Destiny hero fusion that can bypass that drawback. Next, I'm running 2 Mask Change. This can swap out a hero you control for a masked hero fusion with the same attributes. Hero decks typically only run 1 masked hero, but if you wanted to play a masked hero deck, you absolutely can. Next, I'm running 1 A Hero Lives. This is the unexpected die of elemental heroes, the big difference being this card has a, at times, steep life point cost. I think I have seen some people run multiple copies, as, like with Solemn Judgment, the cost gets cheaper the less life points you have, but I'm only really comfortable running 1. Next, I'm running 1 Miracle Fusion. It can fusion summon elemental hero fusions by banishing the materials from your field or graveyard. This is one of the most important E-hero cards. No hero deck should ever go without it. Next, I'm running 1 Dark Calling. This is pretty much the evil hero Miracle Fusion, only it banishes from your hand and field. There are some good targets for it, but since evil hero is a smaller archetype, it's only decent. Next, I'm running 2 Polymerization. You play heroes, you'd be crazy not to put this in unless you want some kind of challenge. Next, I'm running 1 Super Polymerization. This can fusion summon by using materials from either side of the field. There's a specific extra deck fusion you use this with, but the hero extra deck is really varied, so this is a nice surprise to spring. Next, I'm running 1 Called by the Grave. Hero is very susceptible to hand traps, so this is some insurance. Next, I'm running 1 Reinforcement of the Army. E-Call can only search elemental heroes, so this gives access to others. The final main deck card is Triple Tactics Talent. If your opponent uses a monster effect during your main phase, which is typically a hand trap, you can do one of 3 things. Draw 2 cards like Pot of Greed, take an opponent's monster like Change of Heart, or put a card in their hand back into their deck like the Forceful Sentry. All 3 effects are beneficial. Which you use is up to preference. Now for the extra deck. For the fusions, I'm running 1 Destiny Hero Dangerous, 1 Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, 1 Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, 1 Elemental Hero Escuridao, 2 Elemental Hero Sunrise, 1 Elemental Hero The Shining, 1 Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, 1 Evil Hero Malicious Bane, 2 Masked Hero Darklaw, and 1 Vision Hero Trinity. And for the links, I'm running 1 Extra Hero Cross Crusader, 1 Extra Hero Wonder Driver, and 1 Extra Hero Dread Decimator. And that's it for the deck. Hero is a very long-lived deck that has gone through many iterations over the years. There's undoubtedly still some tinkering I could do. As usual, I'm open to suggestions. As always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on X, consider backing me on Patreon, and remember to stay chilled.